All right, everybody, Scott Pierce here at Listings to Leads. Welcome to the webinar. And we are going to cover a post at our website, the top 7 seller lead gen tools. And these are in order from best quality, fastest converting on down. All right, so the first thing that we're going to cover today is what generates the highest quality seller leads and that typically close the fastest. And then we will be working our way down the list. All right, so I am going to put this into the GoToWebinar control. Actually, I'm not. When I post the recording later today in the mastermind group, I will put the link to this, but this is at our blog. And the first thing in this is the print flyer for nearby homeowners. All right, so I am going to go into my Listings to Leads account. I'm going to click on the Listings tab, and here are all of my listings. All right. So this print flyer for nearby homeowners, this can be used for any listing, whether it's yours or borrowed, right? So if you're going to borrow a listing, for example, maybe to hold open this coming weekend, this would be an awesome tool to use. For your listings, you got it for every single listing. And I'm just going to what's the word I want to use? I'm going to caution you to only use this where you actually want listings. All right, there's no point in using this tool if you don't want listings in the area of the listing that you're going to be using it for. All right, so again, this could be your listing, a borrowed listing, and also keep in mind it could be a listing where you are the selling agent. All right, so your buyer bought the listing, you add the listing to Listings to Leads, and you'll have the same letter for that as well. All right, so. And to find this letter, click on the task icon to bring up the checklist for any listing. And there's a section called Print Marketing. And if I open that up, so the first tab is Listing Flyers. So these are the flyers for buyers. Let me just show you the first one here, because these also help to generate seller leads. And I'll just show you. This is not the print flyer for nearby homeowners that we're going to talk about, but I just want to show you how the listing flyers actually help generate seller leads. So first thing as you can see here is it'll have the text information in there automatically if you're subscribed to the Listings to Leads text service, so that people send a text and they get the phone number 100% of the time. They get the mobile responsive virtual tour. But there's a section here, and you can see it's highlighted at the blue background, so it's very seen. And it says, need to sell before you buy, go to, and it gives the URL for the free home values landing page in your account. So that helps to drive some seller leads right from your listing flyer. But the tool I want to highlight here now is this nearby homeowners letter. All right, so the letter, there are postcards, and there are door hangers. A lot of people like the letter. I'll show all three, but a lot of people like the letter the most because it's different than a postcard, right? People actually will open up the envelope. They will see the letter, the way it's formatted, all right? So the letter is what most people use, but I like the door hangers as well. And then also, like I mentioned, you have a postcard. So let me show you. I'll just click on the download icon, and that will download to my computer. And that will open it up and show you. And there's two different layouts, as you can see. And so this letter, all right, this is default. I didn't touch anything. And what it does is it lets the homeowners around that listing, right, whether it's your listing, all right, a listing that you're going to borrow to hold open maybe, all right, it lets them know that the property is for sale. So in this case, coming soon. Gives them the vanity URL. Again, if you're subscribed to the text service, that will be there as well, like that. And then as you can see, when this home is sold, it'll affect your home's value. So this letter crushes it for high quality listing lead generation, all right? So there's that letter. There's also this version. You can see when I click the download button, it'll download here. This is the version number 2. Very similar to the first version, just formatted a little bit differently. And then there are also postcards. So for your just listed, just sold, whatever postcards, I will click to download, and I'll show you the front side and the back side. So here's the front. I'll make it a little bigger so we can all see this. And so you see it very simple, right? Coming soon, so I'll have the status, whatever the status is, coming soon, just listed, open house, just sold, whatever it is, all right? And then the back of it, again, let me make it a little bit bigger. Again, super simple, right? We want that call to action seen, all right? We want what they need to do and why to do it, right? Very, very easily seen, right? And that link is going to, again, the free home values landing page URL from my landing page section of my Listings to Leads account, all right? So you got postcards. And then I will show you the door hangers. So any one of these 3 items, right? The nearby homeowners letter, the postcards, the door hangers, they all essentially do the same thing, all right? Now, the postcards, obviously longer lead time, right? Because you're gonna be mailing them. Door hangers, a little bit longer lead time because you gotta order them, get them delivered to you, and then go out and use them. The letters, typically people just print stuff, send, all right? But here's the door hanger. All right, again, letting them know about this particular listing is coming soon. They can get the price, photos, details, and more here. Right, the text information, just like the letter, just like the postcard. And then we've got the, when this home was sold, it will affect your home's value. All right, and then your contact information below. All right, so these 3 tools here, right, generate super high quality listing leads. All right, as to a matter of fact, right, Alicia, right, just a few days ago, sent out the home valuation letter, and ended up having a conversation with that homeowner, with one of the homeowners, and got the listing presentation. She's already closed, I think she's either closed, has coming up soon, over 10 listings in 4 months. All right, she just started with us 4 months ago. All right, and is over 10 listings. All right, and again, when I say over 10 listings, I mean closed, has, or has coming up, right, where she had the listing presentation and she's getting the listing. All right, over 10 in the last 4 months with these tools that I just shared with you. All right, so I just showed you that tool for a coming soon listing. Let me go back to the main listing dashboard, and I'll show it to you for one more listing, just so you can get a sense. All right, we were just looking at my listing that was coming soon. Let me show you that same tool for a just sold listing, just to kind of point out the idea that every listing in your account, all right, and again, that could be a borrowed listing you're holding open this weekend. It could be your listing that you were the selling agent. All right, so here's the print marketing tab. I'll click to open it up. And here we got the nearby homeowners letter. I'll just download one version since we've already seen both versions. So here's the letter for a just sold listing. All right, all the information, they can go here. They can send a text. And then now when it's sold, it says your home's value has been affected by this home being sold. And then again, it gives the vanity URL from the free home values landing page in your account. All right, and you got the postcards for that, the door hangers for that. Let's take a look at the door hanger for a just sold listing. And downloads. And it will open up when it's complete. So there we go. Just sold. Get price, photos, details, and more here. They can send the text. And then we've got the your home's value has been affected by this home being sold, and going to the landing page. All right. So these tools work brilliantly. All right. Now, as with any of the tools in your checklist, click on the light bulb icon, and that will take you to the support post for that particular item. All right. So I click on the light bulb here, and that will take me to the support post. I see some comments from other people about it. All right, so there's a support post for it, again, by clicking the light bulb in the upper right-hand corner when this is opened up. All right, so use that tool, the print flyer for nearby homeowners, right where you want to get listings. All right, so someone says, how'd you get the domain name on the letter? Awesome question. I will show that to you right now because you're going to see that domain used in other parts of your account. So let's click on the landing page tab. And if you haven't been here in a while, make sure that you notice that we've also got a new down payment assistance, new construction landing pages that auto post, right? Down payment assistance, new construction. These are system default landing pages for everybody. But this free home values, if you click on edit, advanced options, and for example, so my default one is california.freehomevalues.net. Right, that's the default, and that's what would have shown in all those tools. I went and bought this landing page, this URL, and I just forwarded it to the same landing page. All right, I just did that because I had that URL from a long time ago. You don't need to. I don't want people to feel the need to have to go buy a URL and forward it, because that's exactly what we've already got these custom vanity URLs that allow you to set up a prefix, select from one of the 4 or 5 domains available, all right, and save that. And so one of these 2 URLs, Carol, is what will show on that in those letters, postcards, door hangers, and so on. All right. All right. Actually, George, I guess you're the one that asked that question. I apologize. All right. So again, on the landing page dashboard, free home values, click edit, advanced options, and you'll see it right there. All right. And you've got similar URLs for the down payment assistance and also for new construction. So check those out there as well. All right. Awesome stuff right there. All right. So now that we've got the print flyer for nearby homeowners letter, the postcards and the door hangers covered, again, they can be done for your listings. They can be done for listings that you borrow, right? For example, the hold open. Again, just make sure that you use them in areas where you actually want listings. All right, here's Angie, right, was talking from Club Wealth, where she used it and actually just got a call and is going to list the guy's house. All right, I mean, that's the kind of stuff that happens. All right, so print flyer for nearby homeowners, make sure you are using it. Next up is e-flyer for your database. All right, this is another awesome tool. Not only does this generate high quality listing leads out of your database, it's just really, really good follow-up. All right, just really, really good follow-up. I'm going to share a report with you a little bit later. We're going to review this report, how to grow your real estate business. And in here, I talk about sending one of these e-flyers for your database to your database once a week. All right, we'll cover that in more detail. So don't start thinking about that too much yet. All right, but the e-flyer for your database, again, just like that letter, every listing in your account has one. Your listings, again, maybe that listing you're going to borrow to hold open this coming weekend. All right, this is an awesome tool to send to your database. So let me just show you again. I'm going to go to the task, click on task to open up the checklist for any listing in your account. E-flyer for your database, open it up. Again, if I get here and I forget what I'm doing, click on the light bulb icon. All right, but what you do is this is the e-flyer. All right, somewhat similar to that letter, postcard and door hanger, except it's got a better signature. So just click the copy code button. And in your CRM, all right, every CRM has the ability to send an HTML email. And so in Wise Agent, you click on the email tab across the top, go to email contacts. I put in a subject line, open house in Granite Bay, Sunday 1 to 4. It could have been just sold in Granite Bay with multiple offers above asking. It could have been coming soon in Granite Bay. It could have been just listed, for sale, pending. All right, could have been any one of those statuses. Again, whether it's your listing or a listing that you're borrowing to hold open or to market on Facebook. And there's this big editor box. All right, and again, you'll see this in every CRM. And the kind of the trick is click on that source button. All right, so in the bottom right, on the second row here to the far right says source. You just click on that, paste in what you copied from listings to leads, and click source again. And then when people click this, they're going to go to the single property website for that open house listing in this case. If they were to send a text, all right, you'll get their phone number. And you know, this is being discussed in the context of high quality listing leads, but this also will generate buyers right out of your database, all right? And then scroll down, lets them know that when the home is sold, it will affect their home's value. And again, it gives them that link from the free home values landing page, all right? And then below that actually is your listings to leads email signature, all right, which generates leads as well. And then all I got to do is come down, I'll select all and hit the send button, all right? And that will send that to my entire database. So awesome. This is just awesome follow-up. All right, so all those leads in your database, if what you are sending to your leads isn't generating you business, all right, your follow-up, start sending this, all right? This is such a powerful tool that generates really, really high quality listing leads, all right? But also buyer leads. And again, that's the e-flyer for your database for my open house. All right, I'm looking at my open house listing here. Let me go back to the listing dashboard. Let's take a look at another listing. Right, and also, you know, you have all these tools for sale by owners. All right, so if you're able to do, I don't want to get too much into the FSBOs, but if you're able to add a FSBO listing to your account to give the homeowner all those tools, you can use these tools, right, for a FSBO listing. But let me just show you here. I will show you the same e-flyer for your database for another listing. I'll use a just sold for selling agent. Right, so my buyer bought the listing. I added the listing to listings to leads and the e-flyer for your database. All right. In this case, 1015 Riley Street in Folsom, California, just sold. I could even add all right, add a little bit of color to that. Maybe add in a couple of emojis. Oh, let's see why the emojis aren't showing. All right, so you can add an emoji there if you like to. Has the vanity URL to the single property website for that listing. It's got the text information in there if you're subscribed to the text service. And then like before, your home value has been affected by this home being sold, right? You get the idea. Again, all I do is click copy code, go to my CRM. And again, in Wise Agent, I go to email contacts. Give yourself a subject line. All right, nice subject line. Come down here, click on the source button. All right, so it'll be blank when you get there. Paste in the code from listings to leads. Click source again so that you're looking at it. You see how the edit I made to this, right? I added the with multiple offers above asking, right? And I added an emoji right there. See, this is linking to my lead from somebody that you have no clue who they are. They're not even in your database, because people will share these as well. All right. So again, every tool in your account has that tool. All right. That e-flyer for your database. Again, that could be your listing, a listing that you borrow to hold open, a listing you borrow to market, and so on. All right. Someone says my CRM is market leader. Tom, I'd ask them again. I've never heard of a CRM that does not allow for HTML email. All right, so that's tool number 2, e-flyer for your database. Number 3, seller social media posts. All right, so this is only for your listings. All right, so this will only work for your listings, the next 2. So the seller social media post. This is such an awesome tool. Several times in the last few months, we have gotten support emails from clients, and it's kind of hilarious because in both of them, effectively, they were asking, how is it that we're generating all these leads when we just added the listing to our account? We haven't done anything with it yet, but yet we have generated several dozen leads already. What's going on? All right. And in both times, the clients were awesome, because as they added the listing to their listings to leads account, they put in the seller's information where they were supposed to. The system sent out the tools for the seller. The seller posted, shared via email, and the agent started generating some really, really good leads. All right. So let me show you again. Every listing in your account where you are the listing agent has this tool. All right. First of all, let me show you where to add the seller's name and email. All right. So if I click on edit, so I'm in edit listing, seller referral leads. All right. Put in the seller's name, or I'm sorry, their emails. And you can see there's 2 of them. So it's email, comma, email, no space. Then we got the salutation, dear Ian and Lauren. And this is actually one of the tools that when one of our clients was talking about how he generates 2 listings with every listing marketed in listings to leads. This was one of those tools that he talked about where he said, you know, I didn't do this for a long time. I thought it was kind of goofy. And when one of my sellers asked me for something to share on Facebook, I begrudgingly went and did this. And now he does it for all his listings because he sees, my gosh, this is a powerful tool to be using. All right. So when you put the seller's name and email in there, they'll get an email that looks like this at every status. All right. And so it allows the seller to essentially either click the button or to copy and paste, all right, up to Facebook, and they're going to have a post that looks like this, all right? So the post will look something like this. When people click the post, they land on the single property website. In this case, I got a video. I got the automated lead capture coming up. Now, for all statuses, coming soon, just listed, active, open house, It's obviously a buyer-focused lead form. For all statuses, pending, in contract, under deposit, active contingent, just sold, selling agent, it is a seller lead capture, all right? And in all of them, 100%, as people scroll down, we got the when do you plan to buy lead form. All right, so people can fill this out. All right, you can check that out later if you haven't already with one of your single property websites or virtual tours. But we also embed the free home values landing page from your account. All right. So all of these tools, right, have built-in seller lead capture, all right, as well as buyer lead capture. So you're going to generate listing leads. And the great thing about generating leads, both buyer leads and seller leads from these tools, right, these two in particular, is that the people know you from the seller, right? So there's that tacit relationship already built in, right? And the clients that are generating leads from this really love that aspect of it, all right? So when the seller gets these emails, all right, so that was the one for Facebook, or I should say just social media. Tool number 4, and 3 and 4 work in tandem. This is the e-flyer that the seller can share with their friends via email, right? And when anyone clicks in the email, again, the lead capture single property website is going to open up just like what we saw from the social media post, all right? And these things generate buyer and seller leads. Now, notice in the email it says, this email has been sent to your seller, so you're going to get CC'd when the seller gets these emails, all right? And we highly recommend that you call the seller up, make sure they got it, ask if they have any questions, right? And let me show you, right? Back in the section here. Again, if I click on the light bulb for the support post, right, this has the information on the support post. But I want to point out to you that I think, let me try here. Let's go back to the task list and the seller social media. And let me click on the support post here. So I want to see, I role played out a conversation that you might have with your seller. So here we go. So on the support post for this, all right? And this was shared with us by a top producing agent. And it said, this made her sellers want to share this even more, all right? So there's a little conversation here, and I'll just kind of role play it out real quickly. But it's like, go along the lines of when you call the seller up, right? When you're CC'd on these emails, and you call the seller up and you just say something like, you know, hey, Scott, this is Vince, and just want to let you know, we're doing a lot of great marketing for your home. It's on Zillow, it's on Realtor.com, right? We're doing Facebook ads, sending some stuff to our database. But I wanted to send you something because the more eyes on your home, the better. And there's probably people you know that know somebody looking to buy in the area, all right? And so we don't want to leave any stones unturned. So in addition to all of the marketing we are doing for you, we just wanted to make sure that we sent you something to put on Facebook and to share via email. Sellers, I can just tell you this, they love it, right? Sellers love these tools. So make sure, all right, on the task list, you will see it as seller social media, right? Social media post and ad, seller social media, and you'll see e-flyer to the seller's sphere of influence, all right? And again, where do you add that information? Under edit, put the seller's email, and if there's more than one seller, email, comma, email, and then put their name, right? In this case, Dear Ian and Lauren, right? Any questions on the seller social media post or the seller e-flyer, right, for them to share? Any questions on that? Someone said for the just listed, just sold mailings, where to get the addresses from? George, ask your broker or office manager. Typically, it's your title officer, right? Usually, someone from a local title company can send you that information. For the postcards and door hangers, we built this in conjunction with Prospects Plus. I think you'll see that in the support post, but you can use those postcard and door hanger templates. You should be able to use them with any print house. All right, so if you got a particular print company that you already work with, that you've already got an account with, you can download those postcards and door hangers and upload it as a custom template. All right, so George, that makes sense? We're going to be working with a more seamless integration with Prospects Plus on those postcards and door hangers at some point here in the near future. All right, but and even if we did that, you could still use whichever print house you want to for those. All right. So let's just recap. So for the top 7 tools, the print flyer for nearby homeowners, the e-flyer for your database, all right, the seller social media posts, and the seller's sphere of influence, the e-flyer for the seller's sphere of influence, all right? So imagine, right, there's a listing in a particular neighborhood, all right? So homes around that listing hopefully got the print flyer for nearby homeowners or a postcard or a letter, all right? They probably have seen, right, they may have also seen it via, if they're in your database, all right? If you're running Facebook ads and you're just, over time, as you get your database filled up, right, there's probably people that saw the letter will also see the email, right, the e-flyer for your database, right? Some of these same people know the homeowner, right? So they're probably going to see the seller social media post, right? Some of them probably know the seller personally, and so they may get the e-flyer from the seller. So by now, right, these homeowners around that listing have seen you 4 times, right? 4 times. And that's just for one status, right? Let's say it's a coming soon listing or a just sold listing, right? They see all 4 of these tools for that status, right? Now, the beautiful thing is you can use this more than once, right, for that listing at different statuses. So sometimes people do coming soon, just sold, just listed, just sold, open house, just sold, right? But they'll try to use these two. They'll try to use the print flyer for nearby homeowners, right, twice over the course of the listing, right? The e-flyer for your database, right? Again, try to use that at least twice over the course of the listing, right? The seller social media post, they're going to see that every single time probably, because that goes out to the seller at every status. And if you skip the status, like if it goes from just listed to just sold, then obviously the active and open house stuff won't get sent because it was never active and there was never an open house, just to clarify that, right? These same people will very likely may have seen the e-flyer as well. So again, I want you to get in mind, this is not a, oh, I'm going to run Facebook ads and my business is going to grow right from that, right? Facebook ads is a part of this, but as you can see, right, you can see number 5 and Facebook ads hasn't even come up yet, right? Just because Facebook is interruption marketing, right? They're not on Facebook looking for homes. So Facebook is actually one of the worst places, I don't want to say worst, because it's not like worst, but least effective for high quality listing leads, right? You can get them, no problem, but just as far as for every 10 leads generated, right? More of those will be high quality leads, right? From number 1 and working our way down, all right? So any questions on the first 4 items that we have covered? All right. So we got the print flyer for nearby homeowners. And when I say print flyer, it could have been the print flyer, the letter, the postcard, or the door hanger. All right. We got the e-flyer for your database. We've got the seller social media post, the seller e-flyer, right? Again, thinking that now these people are seeing us multiple times in multiple places, all right? Next up, pending marketing for that listing, all right? So when that listing, oh, that's my homepage. So when your listing goes pending, all the tools are going to flip from whatever it was to the pending status. Let me show you what I mean. All right. So here's my active listing, and we just got a offer. We ratified the offer. It's in contract, and in my MLS, we call that active contingent. All right. Actually, I'm going to just go to pending, but it could have been any one of these 5 statuses. All right. So I'll just call it pending. So I'm going to change the status to pending. And then let me refresh my email. And before I even click on the task icon to bring up the checklist, let me just show you. I'm just waiting for my email. There we go. Oh, nope, wrong email. Let me bring up this one. And I got to move around my GoToWebinar chat box. It's blocking my email. And I will pop this out. So here's that listing, right? 8756 Auburn Folsom Road. I just changed the status from active to pending. Here's the social media post to my seller. Went out. All right, we got an offer on a home. It's now pending. You don't want to miss this, right? So make sure you change the status from active to pending when that listing goes pending, right? You are so missing out on some awesome opportunities to generate some really, really powerful leads. Likewise, here's that pending e-flyer. All right. And again, if you're not changing that status to pending, in contract, under contract, active contingent, what have you, you're missing out on all these opportunities, right? Because again, when people click the e-flyer, they go to the pending single property website where it is all seller lead capture. The people that see the seller's Facebook page, get the e-flyer from the seller, are going to see that you are getting homes into contract. That's ostensibly why the seller hired you in the first place, all right, was to get their home sold. All right, getting it into contract is like that first step towards that getting sold, all right? So don't miss out on that opportunity, all right? I didn't have to log into my account. I could have done it right from email, no problem. And just to kind of drive home this point, item number 5 on the top 7 seller lead gen tools is pending marketing and lead generation, all right? So this, every item on here, you're going to want to make sure that you do. Now, because I got auto posting set up, this is scheduled to auto post. So this will auto post to my Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, all right? And it looks like it's in queue to auto post in the next 7 minutes, all right? Now, if I click on push post, this will just show me what it's going to look like, right? So I can see here's the text of the ad in this box. Here's the image, all right? And I wouldn't do post now because it's already in queue to post. But let's say something came up and I wanted to repost it like a week later or a couple of weeks later. I could always come in here and just click push post, right? And have that repost to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. All right, so social media will be automatically done because it's set up to auto post. Because I had the seller's information in edit listing under seller referral leads, the stuff where the seller went out. All right, the social media share image. This is just the image that will display when shared on Facebook. And again, you can change, you can get rid of the banner entirely. I can change the color of the banner. I can change the text in the banner. Right, like that. I can change the font. I like the first one the best. And I can always save that when I get it the way I want to. You got the single property website and virtual tours. And you will see if you've got images that are 1200 pixels wide or wider, you'll get both a full screen version a standard version. All right. So there's two versions available, both full screen and standard. Right. And in both cases, right, like I mentioned earlier, anytime the status is changed to pending, in contract, under contract, active contingent, or pending, notice how that lead capture defaults to seller lead capture, right, automatically. So you really don't want to miss the opportunities, right, of generating seller leads with all the tools once the listing goes into contract. Now, since we're not going to have time to cover the entire pending marketing checklist, see where it says learn more? If I click on this, this will actually bring up the entire playlist for pending marketing. And when I say pending, I mean any one of these 5 statuses right here. They all work the same way. It's just where it will say pending if the status was pending, right? It may say under deposit or active contingent, depending on which one of these you selected specifically, all right? But you can see links to every support post here for pending. And then we've also got the video playlist if you want to watch a video, all right? So maybe I want to see, the e-flyer for your database for a pending listing. How does that work? The pending e-flyer for your database, an awesome tool to generate leads from your database. So all right, so we got these playlists, right? Again, for every checklist, just click the green Learn More button, and you'll have access to that right there, all right? So again, the e-flyer for your database we covered, the e-flyer to the seller sphere of influence, all right, we covered. You got the print marketing, we've covered that. Right, the listing is pending, so we don't need to worry about that. But you get a blog post. Let's say I want to post to my blog or a custom page at my website. And we got HTML for you to do that. Right? Instagram, right? It'd be awesome to get that on Instagram. So again, for the entire checklist for the pending listing, click the green Learn More button, and that'll bring up all that information for you. All right. So number 5 is pending listing. Number 7 is just sold marketing, all right? Or number 6, all right? Just sold marketing. So again, that listing that's pending, let's say now it's sold and I change the status to just sold. Or I could have also have added the listing. Let's say I was a selling agent, my buyer bought it, or maybe I signed up to Listings to Leads recently and I never put in my recently sold listings where I was the listing agent. You can always go to the green Add Listing button, click Add Listing, use the status dropdown to go to Just Sold, and I can add that Just Sold listing. Now, if I was a listing agent, it will default everything to listing agent. But if you're the selling agent, right, where your buyer bought that listing, right, check that box where it says, I was the selling agent, not the listing agent, right? Because that will change a few of the tools around, because if you're the listing agent or selling agent, right, some of the verbiage is different, right? So make sure you check this as appropriate. But let's get back to that listing that was pending and is now just sold. If I click on the task list, right, to bring up the checklist for that same listing. And now, if I click on the green Learn More button, notice that it's going to bring up the just sold marketing and lead gen checklist. All right, and again, just like before with the pending, links to all the support posts, and then the video playlist. All right. Me, well, it just depends on what it is. So let's say I want to, how do I do a just sold Instagram post? All right, so to post to Instagram to get seller leads, you've got to be subscribed to the Listings to Leads text service. All right. So take a look at that. Let me come back here. And as you can see, if I open up the social media posts and ads, right now it's scheduled to post at 11:53. All right, another Granite Bay home just sold. All right, so all the tools are now, they just flipped from pending to just sold. All right, the seller, the emails to the seller went out. Now, of course, we typically, a listing doesn't go pending at 11:40 and just sold at 11:48. If it did, congratulations on that one. But just to show you the just sold e-flyer, right? And again, these are going to go out over the course of like, you know, and from pending to just sold, it may be 2 weeks or 4 weeks. All right. So, you know, even though it looks like, wow, man, these emails and posts are going out fast, right? Over the course of a regular listing, obviously, these things are going out, you know, once every 2 to 4 weeks max. All right. So again, but here's the just sold e-flyer, linking to the just sold single property website. Let's see if I've got the just sold Facebook post. All right, here's the just sold Facebook post. All right, and who doesn't want that on your seller's Facebook page, right? And again, you still do the phone call, right? So you say, hey, Scott, just want to let you know, congratulations, so happy that we got your home sold. I did send you something to post to Facebook so that we can let everybody know that we got your home sold. So really appreciate working with you, loved it. Obviously, call me if there's ever anything I can do for you. And again, if you don't mind posting that we got your home sold, and there's also the e-flyer, some of the ones that we did before, right, when your home was pending. If we could share with everybody via email that we got your home sold, we would absolutely love it, right? By that time, the sellers love you, the sellers love the process, and they get it out. Now, all the sellers' friends know that you got that home sold, right, via both email and on the seller's Facebook page, right? You're doing the just sold ad yourself, right? All these other tools are still here. I got the e-flyer for your database. All right, so here's that e-flyer that I can send to my database, letting them know I got this home sold. Right, I got all the print marketing tools. Right, I got the under print marketing. Right, so all these tools are here for that just sold listing automatically. Right, so what I want to use, and I think what a lot of times people do is they may do the letter for an open house and a postcard or door hanger for the just sold, or maybe the letter for coming soon, postcard or door hanger for just sold, right, or vice versa, right? More and more people I'm talking to are actually a lot of people, most people mail them, right? But more and more people are actually door knocking, right, or dropping them off. Because why? It's all about having conversations, right? If you're just going to hide behind your computer, right, you're never going to have that meaningful conversation that you're driving for, all right? And so door knocking with these letters is such an awesome, right, thing to be doing, especially for open house, especially for pending, especially for just sold, because it's an activity that's affecting those homeowners, right? And so if you need a reason to be almost welcomed to talk to nearby homeowners, this letter is your ticket, all right? Can you imagine knocking on the door? Hi, my name is Scott Pierce with Eldor Realty. Just, hey, all I'm doing is letting you know that your neighbor's home down the street just got sold, and I wanted to give you this so you can look it up and get more information about it if you like, right? What an awesome intro conversation. If the people want to talk, you'll know it. If they don't, you'll know it. Either way, you've just given them something of value that they can act on in a few seconds. All right, it's not a big about how I'm number one and I sold 5,642 listings, right? And I made $20 million in GCI. Nobody cares, right? They're just cared about the home down the street, right? That's what they care about. So that letter is absolutely awesome to use. And again, I keep saying letter, but it may be a postcard, it may be a door hanger, right? But if you've got it in you, I would highly recommend it, right? Because again, it just gets back to what are we doing here, right? What are we doing here? We're trying to have conversations with people, right? On the phone is awesome, the email conversation is awesome, but in person is even better. And that print flyer, and again, you could hand them a door hanger, you could hand them a postcard, right? Or hand them the letter. It doesn't matter, just use it, all right? But again, all the tools for just sold marketing can be found via the green Learn More button, all right? So lastly, let's talk about Facebook ads, all right? So property valuation landing pages, Facebook ads. Let's go into auto posting. Let's go to the profile, and I'm just gonna show you where the auto posting is at, and I'll show you where the support information is, but you'll see auto posting here. Connect your social media accounts. I don't know why so many people, they forget to, and they just leave this blank, right? And then they email support and they're wondering why it never posted to Facebook. And it says right here, click to select Facebook pages to post to. And you can select multiple Facebook pages, all right? So make sure you set up listings to auto post, because as we talked about before, pending and just sold listings generate seller leads, all right? So you want those to auto post. For seller lead ads, right, these are the property valuation landing pages. And again, make sure you got this set up for both where it says valuations available and not available. And you can even customize it for every week. So every week is different if you're going to do it weekly. You'll see all the support posts again via the light bulb right here. And we're not getting to it, but you'll see down payment assistance and new construction auto posting right there. So for the seller lead ad, or for listings to generate seller leads, all right, they are going to auto post. And one of my listings already auto posted. So that was the open house that auto posted. Let's see which one this was. So this is the just sold that auto posted. So let me pop it up here. And of course it opened up in another monitor. So let me just bring it over. So here's what just auto posted to Facebook. All right, so just sold. And notice when people click on it, it comes up with the landing page that generates seller leads automatically, right? So what I like to do is I just click boost. Now I'll show you how to run through the ads manager in a minute, but send people to your website, check for a boost, learn more, have that. Special ad category, check that and do housing. All right, so it's going to do the plus 15 miles, age, right, that we can't really change. Automatic, I just leave that on. And really what you're after here is duration and budget, all right? So I usually do 7 days, and I'll do $5 a day for 35 bucks. All right, click boost. I mean, it's literally that easy, right? You don't need to run through the ads manager. I'll show you in a second. All right. So that just sold, and I do this from my phone all the time, right? And let's see here. All right, so that's for listings. All right, so set up your listings. And then for seller lead ads, right here. So again, property valuation landing pages, right? You set it up here and you go to the landing page tab. So again, these are for property valuation landing pages. So these are the, what is your home worth landing pages if you're not familiar with those, right? So you can select up to 2 property valuation landing pages to auto post. And so how to select which 2 you want to have auto posted, click on edit, advanced options, and you'll see a tab here called auto posting. And it'll be in the off position, so turn it on. Put in the zip code, singular or plural, right there, and hit save all changes. And so then you can see here, right, it's scheduled to auto post next on November 5th. Previously, it has auto posted to Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn, and I can always click here to see what those look like. Now keep in mind also, even once it auto posts, you can always come in here and edit it, right? So I have not touched this. This is how it auto posted. So 31 homes sold in Folsom in September 2019. Highest price home to sell was 612,000. Yada yada yada. Now, if I wanted to, I come in here and click edit. Right, and I could change anything I want, like any normal post. And similar to before, I just go to boost. I got some people to your website checked. You got the learn more button. Special ad category. Select housing. It's going to default to the city plus 15 miles. Now notice, right, this listing is in Folsom, not Granite Bay. So I'm going to click on edit. And I'll just change Granite Bay to Folsom. I got automatic replacements on. A few years back, we'd get into editing that, but anymore, Facebook does a pretty good job of making sure they show it to the right people. I say that half jokingly because I see ads for listings in Texas, New York, Florida, Maine, Nevada. I'm in Northern California. I don't know why I see all these listing ads for all over the map, but I do. Nothing, yeah, this is unfortunately Facebook. Duration and budget, again, 7 days. For anything for seller leads, right, it's always like more expensive. So I'll bump, for an ad that's going for buyer leads, I may leave it at $5 a day. But when I'm going after seller leads, I usually bump it up. It's like $10 a day, all right? But whatever works best for you. And hit boost, and you are good to go, all right? Will it auto post to Facebook pages that you don't manage? No. Nope. Only the Facebook pages you own and manage. All right. Now, for these landing pages, let's say, right, so like, here's the landing page, right? Now notice, let's look at a couple of edits. So if I click on edit, and if I work my way down the left side, first of all, notice I can do full screen video or image. I can change the image background by clicking upload image. There could be a full screen video back there. We've got actually a custom version where I can make the lead form to the right, and some really cool things here, like I can add a video to the left of the lead form. So some really cool things I can do with that. Here's a social media share image, right? The image that will display when I put this on Facebook. And again, I can change the image, change the color of the banner, not have a banner at all, right? However I want that image to be, I can customize it. Like I can change the style, the coloring. So maybe I don't want a green button, right? Maybe I want an orange button or orangish, right? Like that. The lead form text, maybe I want to change the text above that lead form. And I'll just do an easy little edit so you can see, all right? So any of this text on this page can be edited here. And I can even change the information I'm collecting, right? We will not use, for some reason for seller leads, using the Facebook registration lead form is not usually the best, all right? So we make them put in their name and email on the second page, all right? Very, very simple, very, very easy to do. All right, so any other questions before I let you all go? All right, so again, the top 7 tools, right? Print marketing, we've covered that in good detail, right? Use the letters, postcards, or door hangers for the listing that you got or that you are marketing, all right? In particular, if you're borrowing a listing to hold open, right? You got a listing, use those. E-flyer for your database. Again, make sure you're using this tool, all right? What I've got it set up, and you'll see it in the support post for this, but I have a reminder set up in my CRM every Wednesday at 11 a.m., right? And it reminds me, hey, send that e-flyer to your database. All right, go into listings leads, grab it, send it, boom, we're good to go. 3 and 4, the seller social media post and the e-flyer to the seller's sphere of influence. Again, that will happen automatically as long as you got the seller's name and email in there. It'll happen as soon as I change the status of the listing or add an open house. All right. Number 5, pending marketing. Number 6, just sold marketing. And number 7, property valuation landing pages, Facebook ads, right? I want to also encourage you, we didn't have a chance to go over it today, but if you fill out this, you'll get a free report, and the free report looks like this. In fact, I will cover this right now. If you have to go ahead and take off. I totally get it. I will make this recording available later, but for anybody that wants to hang out with me for, give me like 5 to 10 minutes, all right? And I'll try, I've got something I need to get going on myself, but I just want to, just a quick overview of this report, right? How to grow your real estate business easily and cost effectively, all right? You don't need to be spending thousands of dollars a month doing this, all right? So, how to grow your real estate business, generating buyer seller referral leads, right, to your database. All right, what I mean by this is we want to get people into our database that want to buy or sell, right? And even if they don't want to buy or sell, we just want them in our database. We want as many local people in our database as possible. And so the first thing we think about is the idea of what is a listing opportunity, right? Because we want to market a new listing opportunity every week, right? I say here, your goal is to market 4 different listing opportunities a month, right? Yours or borrowed, right? i.e. one a week, right? So it might be a brand new listing, right? So we might market, for example, a just listed listing, right? In week number 1. A listing opportunity could also be a new status, all right? So maybe next week, I market that same listing either as an open house, all right? It's the same listing, but it's a different status. So that's a new listing opportunity. Or it could just be another listing altogether, right? It could be an active listing, a coming soon listing, right? Maybe a listing that I'm borrowing to hold open or just borrowing to market from another agent, right? But new status. And then third, a borrowed listing is also a new listing opportunity. So we just want a new listing opportunity every week because marketing, right? A lot of marketing success has to do with that people see you over and over and over again, right? Not many people are going to, start working with you after they see the first ad that you've ever run, right? Or the first thing they've ever gotten from you, all right? That's why when I was walking through the top 7 tools, and I mentioned how as you use all these tools, people are going to start seeing you in multiple places, multiple times. And that's what we want, all right? So new listing opportunity every week, right? And I referred to this a little bit in the webinar, talking about buyer lead gen, right? Are these statuses coming soon, just listed, active open house. Also those landing pages, down payment assistance, new construction, all right? These are the seller lead capture, all right? So read this report. There's even a sample 2-month marketing calendar, right? And I think this will really help a lot of people. Week 1, it might be a coming soon listing for buyer leads, right? And a just sold listing for seller leads, right? Week 2, a just listed listing for buyer leads and a property valuation landing page for seller leads. Week 3, a down payment assistance landing page for buyer leads, a pending listing for seller leads, right? Because what's happening as we go through this, right? What's happening is people are seeing us from a lot of angles, right? A lot of angles. Coming soon, just sold, just listed, what is your home worth, right? Property valuation, down payment assistance, a pending listing, an open house, right? Again, what is your home worth, right? Week 5, new construction for buyer leads, just sold for seller leads, right? Again, in week 6, active listing for buyer leads, property valuation, what is your home worth for seller leads, right? Week 7, open house for buyer leads, just sold listing where I was a selling agent for seller leads, right? Again, we want people to see us from a lot of different directions, right? Relating to different types of listing statuses, different offers like down payment assistance, new construction, what have you, all right? That's what we want people to see because it's going to help us generate more leads, right? It's going to help us generate a lot more leads when people see us with a lot of different offers, a lot of different messaging, right? In a lot of different directions. So Tom says, down payment assistance landing pages, what is the deliverable? If you saw the support post, the deliverable should be a co-branded information about down payment assistance. All right, so I'll show that to you real quickly, and then I've got to go. Right, but in the landing page dashboard, right, down payment assistance, click on edit. So I can edit this landing page just like any other landing page. I can change the image. I can add full screen video, video to the side, right? There's a lot of different options here I can do. But under advanced options, autoresponder, right? I'd make sure I upload a PDF. I don't know, we don't know what the down payment assistance is in your area. So I would use a PDF where I would get a co-branded one. I'd ask my lender, right? In fact, I might even ask my lender, do they want to go in and not co-market it, but help pay for the budget, right? Because you want to send those leads to a lender. Does that make sense, Tom? All right, and I'll give you something to think about. All right, so we started off looking at that real quickly, just to finish the conversation. So I'm gonna fill out a home value landing page. All right, from the letter, boom, beautiful. But check this out. Just at a breakfast meeting with a new construction development for Tuesday. Can't wait to showcase, right, my database. She got an email. This way, there are some people that just make stuff happen. And then there's a lot of other people that just sit there and watch and kind of get confused. Right? She just got in here. She's only been a client for like 3 or 4 months, right? And it's kicking butt. But anyway, so she got an email, and it was from a new new construction developer about some incentives that they were offering. She emails back and she says, hey, I would love to market your stuff to my sphere. Could I come in and meet you and get a little bit more information, maybe get some images? And she did, and they love her, and she's got permission now to market their new development, right, and some of the listings therein to her sphere. What is her sphere? Her sphere is everyone in that city plus 15 miles. Her sphere is her database, right? Her sphere is using all the tools in listings to leads, just like any other listing, all right? So there are business opportunities all around you, all right? The tools and listings to leads will help you get them, but also, right, the best lead gen tool is your mind, all right? So as you're getting comfortable, as you're getting more experience using these tools, right, just like what she did there, she got an email and ended up meeting with the person in charge. This is a regional builder in 5 states, met with the guy in charge of her whole state. All right, who do you think is going to be, who do you think's got inside information now in that area for that development, right? I would imagine it's her, right? Because now she knows who she can call, right? Who heads up the entire state. How awesome is that? That is absolutely awesome. All right, any other last minute questions for me before we all go? Again, I apologize for keeping people longer. Christopher, how do you get in the mastermind group? Click on support, give them your Facebook login email, and you will see here all the information you need is on your account homepage, Facebook mastermind group, right? And that'll tell you how to set up or how to get an invite to that mastermind group. All right. All right, everybody, listen, thank you so much for joining us. Sorry to keep you long, but I hope it was worth it. And we will talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.